once again, fantasy fight fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into the content, I'm just going to ask the usual of you that you would share, like, hit the bell notification, and most importantly, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing the button and it would help this channel out tremendously. I do thank you for your participation. So the fight I'll be covering in this video comes by way of request, and it's coming from my guy, Brandon Lamb. And if you pay attention to the comment sections, Brandon Lamb is always giving these great breakdowns and analysis that I enjoy. So I thank you, Brandon, for participating in the channel and for yet another great fight request. And so the fight that Brandon wanted me to cover is Tommy the Hitman Hearns versus Terrence Bud Crawford at welterweight. What a tremendous matchup. And as I was thinking about this fight, I was thinking that Bud could have easily competed in the Fabulous Four era. Not only could he have competed, but he possibly could have dominated. That's how skilled that Bud Crawford is. I will start off by saying that Tommy Hearns does have a significant height and reach advantage. And the question is, does Bud have the skills to overcome that? Does he have the skills to overcome the height disparity and the reach disparity? Can he get close? Can he close the distance? Because Bud would definitely have to close the distance to be effective. We know that Tommy the Hitman Hearns had a piston-like jab. He had a piston-like straight right hand. And Tommy Hearns threw great combinations from the straight right, the overhand right, the uppercuts. He could hook with both hands. Tommy Hearns was just a beast. As far as overall skills, I'm going to say that Bud does have more skills than Tommy Hearns, in my opinion, meaning he's more versatile. He's a switch hitter, throws punches from all sorts of angles, great footwork, great hand speed, and that timing is a killer, and that timing is everything. But Bud would definitely have to close the distance, and he would definitely have to get on the inside, because I don't think he would be effective on the outside. Well, let me take that back. It all depends on how well he's able to time Hearns, and the speed factor. And Bud is also a great pot shotter. So he could possibly pot shot from the outside, gain points, and win. But I feel that Tommy Hearns was a better fighter from long range when he could get extension on his punches. And so as great as Terrence Bud Crawford is, I just can't get past the height and the reach disparity. But Bud is so doggone good. And I was so impressed with the display that he put on against my guy, Errol the Truth Spence. I mean, I knew that Bud was good, but I didn't know that he was that good. And the best fighters in boxing is the fighters that can make the adjustments. So even going back to the height and the reach disparity, I have no doubt that Bud would find a way to adjust to what Hearns is doing. And I will say that fighters today, they kind of built on the foundation that the fighters of the past laid. And what I mean is, I feel that the game is more advanced as far as skills, as far as techniques, training techniques. I feel that fighters today are more defensive minded. And I believe that would be a factor in this fight. And because fighters of yesterday, I believe that if they wanted to rely on their defense, they could have. But it seemed that they were also fighting for the crowd as well. They wanted to put their hearts on display. They wanted to show their toughness. So a lot of those guys would opt to trade. They would opt to slug it out and to brawl, just to show that heart factor and to display that toughness. Whereas today, as I've already mentioned, fighters are more defensive minded, more defensively responsible. And a lot of fighters today aren't trying to take unnecessary punishment. So with that being said, the defense, the timing, the ability to adjust, the switch hitting, the versatility, I can't help but to give this fight to Terrence Bud Crawford by decision. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'm sure you will. And I'll see you on the next video.